Alrighty, good afternoon, everyone. We're finally into the Godforge Beta. There was a bit of a hiccup with the initial download. The servers were acting like they were being DDoSed, so it caused a bit of an issue with people's download speeds. But after a bit of patience, we're finally in the game. So I thought I'd bring you with me as we start the game and start our journey. So here we go.
The Etherwell, source of the fires of creation, used by the primal powers to shape the cosmos. Serene, balanced, or so it was. Creation shattered, serenity broken, reality unmade. But pulled back from the brink of oblivion by the strands of fate. A new reality emerged. Fragile. Imperfect. Marred by endless war. Awaken, Scion, for your great task is at hand. Balance must be restored.
There we go, guys. That was the opening cutscene. Looking great already. And as we see our starter champions doing their little combat. Oh, that's Brunhild. She's unfortunately not a starter champion. She's an epic that we'll get to see later on. For some reason, the sound is not being voiced. I will have to have a look once we get to the main menu and get the sound back on. But for now, we're just going to use Ramesses' ultimate. I think I'm going to go for him for my starter. Guan Yu is pretty good for boss killing, but I think Ramesses is going to be fantastic. I'm always a big fan of the kind of Egyptian and Japanese kind of laws, so I will probably be seeing quite a few of those in my playthrough. Okay, so let's see. This is Lady Jacques here, so she's got her ultimate already. So a great thing about this game is when a champion gets the ultimate, you do not have to wait until it's your turn to use it. So you can just double click on it and select the person you want to use it, and you can see some wham, she's just smacking everybody down. Shame we haven't got the sound here, really. Bit frustrating, but I will do something about that as soon as I can. Ooh, and there's Ra, the big bad. The god that caused the shattering. And that's what they call the big explosion of the realms from behind that has brought all these kind of mythoses together. And as a Scion, we have to put it right. So let's see if we can kick butt here and beat up Ra. Bit of a buff. Oh, wow, she didn't last long. Ramesses, got some acid out, which is really nice. There's a really good champion later on called Sizin, who I really am looking forward to getting to play with. I think him and Ramesses as a starting combo are going to be amazing, because he does explosion of acids and I think bleeds, I want to say. So he could pair well with either Ramesses or Lady Jacques. And I definitely got him on one of my accounts, so I'd be looking forward to seeing how those combos kind of work in the beta. So when the game goes live, I can 100% make sure I'm picking the right combo to go with him. Okay, so here's where we make our choice. So we're just gonna Obviously going for Krios here. And now we're going to choose. So as I said, I'm going to go with Ramesses, I think, on this account. All these starter champions are very similar in what they can do. They're going to be, equally as powerful. They just do different things. So Ramesses here does acid. Guan Yu does max HP hit, which is very good for boss killing. And then obviously Lady Shock does a lot of blood and bleeds. So let's. So this is one of the Ether Stones. So this is going to be your summoning currency in Godforge. So as it's done this now, we can go in and we can summon. Now let's see if we can get super lucky, because from these mortals, unlike other games such as Raid Shadow Legends, you can actually get a legendary from these. It's like a 0.0001 chance, but it is definitely possible. So let's give it a shot. And we got a Shaolin monk of some kind. Oh, a happily named Shaolin monk. Right, so let's see if we can go ahead and... okay. So it looks like there's some pre-scripted stuff we need to do. So this is our weapon that we chose in the beta. So we chose to have Excalibur for our starter weapon because it looked like the best weapon at the time. And we can now forge some additional weapons here. Oh, a little spear. You're this share for 10% of the damage. Oh, so it's got a bit of lifesteal. That's really cool. Impressive. That's Brunhild's spear. Okay, so that's one of the epic champion we saw in the initial cutscene there. Place the imprint on this weapon to imbue with special power. This is one of the systems I really, really like with Godforge. When I played in the alpha, you could just imbue weapons with imprints of any champion. You can see I've got Sun Wukong's imprint here, which is from the minigame. So I'll be saving him to put on my legendary. But when this hero's HP falls below 50%, play his shields and then big heal on them. Nice. So I think this is the same for everyone. I think everybody gets the same weapon. I think it's just a bit of scripted like you do with most of the games. Let's have a look. So this is Vivienne. So this is the starter champion I chose. I thought she was going to be amazing. She's a reviver and a support champion. I thought, who better to start with than a support champion? Keep my team alive, keep them running. So that's... Oh, it's asking us to put this weapon on there. I was actually going to put the legendary weapon on her, but we'll see. We might put that on our starter champion. So as you can see up here, we've got a little quest line here to follow. Going to get some rewards from this as well. Next one gives us some mortal ether stones. We've got some quests down here as well by the look of it. So we've got weekly and monthly quests. Very nice. Some nice rewards. So we've got some little skill tomes here, some XP. Oh, and there's some bigger boys skill tomes. These are used for obviously leveling up your skills of your champions or characters. Also, we've got some nice little daily calendars. So these are like, if you played Raid, these are like the daily login rewards that you would see. And this is kind of beyond 90 days. This is the 30-day reward loop. So that gives us some idea of what we're going to be looking for. Some nice kind of Eternals shards here. These purple ones. Some nice blue stones. No flawless, unfortunately, but we do get a couple back here. So that's quite nice. It's quite generous. Looks like we get some free champions along the way as well. And then this is a special calendar just for beta. So we knew this was coming. They wanted to give us some extra resources throughout the beta and some kind of unique rewards for taking part in the beta. You will be able to eventually unlock some more of these for some gems. So this one's like all gold. And this is the gem store. So as you can see, they've given us a really nice amount of gems, sort of 4K gems and 2 million gold to get started with, so we can buy any of these. So the content creators that were lucky enough to get in to start with, I've seen most of them go ahead and grab a load of these imprints to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same. Grab a pull here. Oh, so we got Uda Nubinaga. He's one of my favourite looking characters in the game. I'll show you him in a bit. Hattori Hanzo, so another good one. Gozu. And then I'm not sure about this. This is a rare one. So that was quite cool. So you can do that more, but I'm not going to do that. A lot of people have also grabbed 2 temples, so I'm going to do the same just to get some, hopefully get some good heroes to get started. And I'm going to save the other 1.9k gems for energy and things. So this is just endless. We've got our Godforge quest rewards in the game, which we've already seen. And let's see if we can do something about the sound. Here we go. So let's turn this up, get some sound effects going, and a little bit of music as well. Why not? We've got all these on high and maxed out. My PC can handle it. No problem at all. So you can change your display names here. That's cool. I am part of the creator program here as well. So we will look at that later on. And this is our Fateless ID. So we can go ahead and pick a few different kind of icons to go with our starter. I'm going to go with this cool looking lion guy because he looks really cool compared to the other ones, so why not? And then you can see we can get some cool flares later on. Some cool titles, which is really cool. So yeah, let's choose a couple of these. So I'm going to go with this. Oh God, don't ask me to pronounce that. There we go. Why not? So let's go in and let's do some pools, shall we? See what we can kind of get going with. So these are the 3 we've got. So we've got Vivienne, so give you a bit of an idea what she does. So she attacks one enemy. These are multipliers, so based on attack and attack percentage per faith. Reduce the divinity cost of each ally by 15%. 15, stacking up to 10 times. So that's her basic skill. Her core, place attack up and defense up. This is one of the big reasons I wanted her. So not only does she place attack up and defense up, which are strong buffs to help you do damage and stay alive, she places those for 2 turns, but then increases the duration of all buffs on all allies by an additional turn. So it's almost like they're a 3-turn buff. And then her ultimate here is remove all disables and debuffs from all allies from all allies for the disable, and then all allies from Avalon, and then attack one enemy, and all allies join the attack. So it's an ally attack skill, but that's going to bring in all of my allies and give them a really nice turn meter boost. And she's also got a really nice 25% speed aura in dungeons. And this is the current imprint that's on her from the weapon. And this will be a passive which we need to unlock. So allies inflict 20% increased damage with the basic abilities. This is doubled when joining attacks. That's very important because everybody, when they join the ally attack with her, is going to use their basic skill. So that's instantly going to be boosted by 20%, which would be amazing. Okay, so let's go and do a couple of pulls, shall we? So how many of these have we got? We've only got one of these, so we might as well pop that as well. So we've got a Shield Maiden common. And then we'll do a single pull and then 2 temples. Oh, that's a big one. So Brunhild, as you saw in the game, she's a massive defender. When I used her in the alpha, she was very, very strong. I think she is, again, going to be very, very strong for starting out here. So I'm very happy with that pull. And then we'll do 2 temples. And I really love the fact that they're very transparent as well, with the guaranteed legendaries down here, so it tells you exactly where you are in your mercy. We can see we got mercy scales in here. So you're guaranteed after 80 summons of the green soulstones, the mortals, that you're going to get rare. On the blue ones, you're guaranteed an epic after 20, and then a legendary after 200, which is pretty standard. Again, for the Eternals, which are the purple stones, 20 summons without an epic is going to get you an epic. And these are guaranteed, guys. These are not like raids where your percentage chance goes up. This is guaranteed. And then your flawless, you're going to be guaranteed within 20 summons. However, they have given us an amazing guaranteed legendary from your first flawless summon. They're currently deciding whether or not that's going to be in the game at launch, but it's just a nice little boost for people to play the beta with. So let's do a summon here and see what happens. So we got some nice, a nice beta, nice group of 10 there. So mostly rares. So we got Lady Jacques, who's another one of the starters, so that could be quite strong. And then we got Makosh as an epic. So which faction is she from? She's from the Virav. Let's have a look at her skills. Attack one enemy, 320% attack. Increase the turn meter and divinity. All allies with the highest attack by 5%. Then we've got place Radiance 2 and Stalwart on target ally for 2 turns. The target is an order-based champion. Also place defense up on the target for 2 turns. If the target is chaos related, place attack up. That's interesting. You can also click on these guys and it will tell you exactly what these do, which is really cool. And then her ultimate, revive 1 defeated ally. So she's another reviver. So that could be very strong. And places revive on death as well. So that could be very, very strong for us. Enemy is defeated, heal this champion 1500% faith all allies. So again, yeah, she can be a very, very strong support for this first. Some other really cool looking champions. I especially love these kind of Chinese, Japanese ones. Faces look a bit funny on this, but that is something that is being worked on. The graphics are not finalized. Okay, let's do another temple. Ooh, same champion twice. That's not great. So we didn't get an epic there. We got kind of the same champion 5 times here. But we did get a Solday, who again is another really good defender and healer. Icarus. So yeah, let's see what we can do. This is another really cool feature, guys. So every time you level up in this game, you get to choose either a big part of experience, a spirit, which is like a chicken you can level up your champions with, or some armor. This early stage, I'm going to go for a bit of experience. These are very important as well to note, guys. So these are tokens of valor. This is one of the few resources that is going to be taken over into the actual launch of the game. There's going to be a very special shop when you start for people that participated in the Valor, in the beta. And these tokens of Valor are going to be what you use to buy items in that shop. So we're hopefully going to see many, many more of those over the next 2 weeks. So again, I think we're going to go with experience. I'm not quite sure what River Knight is. So again, another nice 100k. So we're already level 5. This is why we're getting a few of these. I think I'm going to go knowledge here because I believe these are the books you need to level up. Yeah, the pages you need to level up your champion skills. So level 5. So I think definitely we're going to go with ether stones here. Get some summons. It's only 5 green ones. Then I think we'll get some more experience here. Start as we mean to go on, guys. Yeah, so we can delete that, so that's out of our inbox. So you can see we've got a nice chunk of energy to start with as well. There is a gold shop here, so we can go ahead and buy some of these and try and get lucky. So we can. These are the things we can get from here. Let's see if we can get a flawless and get lucky. Nah, I wasn't really expecting that. Again, this box of mysteries can give you some nice goodies from here. So let's give that a go. And some energy. It's always useful, I suppose. So what's this River Knight? Polished River Knight. Okay, so that could be to do with some leveling up of stuff. So these are God Steel to forge up weapons. And let's see, yeah, let's see if we can get some of these to level up our champs. Okie dokie. So I think what we're going to do is let's have a look at what we've got in terms of champions. So we've got some Slayers, which are damage dealers. A common. So Ramesses is going to be our main damage dealer to start with. Another Slayer. I think we'll use Lady Jacques as well. Isolde is, I believe, got a speed lead, so we might bring her in, yeah, for campaign battles. Again, she's got defense up. Attack with Mend, which is another heal. Random debuff. More healing. I don't know if we're going to need her actually to get started with. Because we've got Vivienne. So let's just double check here. So yeah, so she does ally attack, buffs. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with Vivienne for our buffing. I think we'll go with Makosh here as a reviver. Brunhild here is going to be in there for placing intercept and a bit of radiance. She's got a nice defense aura, so she's going to be our kind of defender to help protect the team. And then obviously I think the other two are going to be Jacques and Ramesses at this point in time. So I think we're going to go ahead and stick Excalibur on to Vivienne, and then we are going to imprint this, I think, with Wukong. Yeah, so this is really key. So Wukong's passive puts a mortal on this hero for 1 turn, which means when receiving fatal damage for the first time, they don't die. So we're definitely going to put that on her so she can keep the kind of team going. And then we can put this on Brunhild. Again, I think it's more important to focus on keeping the team up and alive rather than just throwing out loads and loads of damage. So let's have a little go. So if we go down to the campaign, which should be here somewhere. So you can see we get some playtime quests here as well. Some nice little rewards. So let's go to battle over here. And then we can go to the campaign. Let's see what this is about, shall we?
A scion of fate, empowered by destiny. You are something unique in the cosmos. I am the Morrigan. I will guide you. The mad Gilgamesh wanders the realms, an ever-present threat to this fragile reality. How was this mortal able to shatter the unbreakable? Find him and make him answer for his crimes. Of all the gods in the realms, there is one who would know where Gilgamesh hides. Heimdall the Watcher, whose gaze sees all. But glorious Asgard is a fortress, impossible to conquer, especially with Heimdall at its gates. There is one, however, who knows secret ways into Asgard. Loki the Deceiver could be an ally. He's been caught by the Knights of Avalon, imprisoned for his mischief. Free him, and no doubt he would share his secrets. But be careful. He is a trickster after all.
Alrighty. So we're going to choose 2 people to get started. So I think we're going to go with Vivienne for a bit of her buffing, and then we'll go with our starter, Ramesses here. And let's have a little look. So I think we're going to go with Action Cam here. Let's just get the speed up. And then we're just going to put it on auto for the moment. So there we go. There she goes buffing up. He comes in with the acid. So I think the biggest priority for Ramesses is going to be getting some nice accuracy gear, because you want him to land his acid to kind of do the damage. Nice crit there. So as you can see, there's some nice story elements and cutscenes going on, which are a bit spicy, because that's new from when we were doing the alpha. There wasn't any cutscenes there for that. Well, this is interesting. For some reason we seem to have killed all the enemies, but the game has not proceeded further. It's an interesting little bug, isn't it? Okay, so Bear with me, guys. I'm going to see if we can fix this bug, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys, we are back. Yeah, I'm not sure quite what happened there. We seem to get through the first storyline, and then the game seemed to crash out on us. So let's go ahead and try this again. I think it's also turned off the sound because I had to restart the game. So we'll have to change that again in a second. So we are wave 2. So for a support, Vivian does quite a nice bit of damage, which is amazing. And then in with the big attack from Ramesis. Buffing up again. There we go, this time it actually completes properly. So again, from every battle, it looks like we're going to get some of these nice tokens of valor. It's going to be amazing. Just stack up as many as we can over the next 2 weeks. Alright, let's... Oh, wonderful. We've got some more cutscenes that I can't hear. Amulet's under attack. Invader seek the trickster Loki. Okay, guys, I'm going to carry on playing. I will bring you back when we've made a bit of progress. As I said before, we're going to kind of focus on sort of 4 or 5 core champions. In this case, being Vivienne, Ramesis, Brunhild, Moksha, I think her name was, and Lady Jacques for the moment. But I'll bring you back when we're doing some more pulls or making some significant progress. And we'll just keep you updated. Okay, guys, time for the last part of today's video. So we've made some really good progress. As you can see, our core team is coming along. Most of them are 2 stars. We're going to also bring up Brunhild because she offers us some different variations. We also managed to get Ran here from a green mortal ether stone. So that was a nice pull. She's an interesting character, got a bit of a freeze going on, and some speed down. So we'll have to see how well she's going to fit into the team. We've got a few ascensions done already on our main cast, and just rolled some basic gear to level 4 on them all, just to get us rolling. But the moment you've all been waiting for, we have got our first flawless stone. So we're going to see what legendary we get, and we're probably going to pop our other stones as well. So here we go, our first new legendary. Let's hope for something good. And we have... Oh, is that Svarog? Not sure. Oh, it is Svarog. So yeah, he is a very top tier defender. From what I've seen, he's got some very good abilities here. So yeah, he's defensive based with a bit of attack as well. 75% chance to place blunt 2 on a target for 2 turns. Which I'm assuming is a damage reduction, decreases strong hit chance. Yeah. Attacks all the enemies with a 75% chance to place attack down on each target for 2 turns. Also protect 2, so again going to keep us alive. It's going to be a bit of an upgrade from Brunhild, I think. And his ultimate, place resistance up, defense up 2 on all allies for 3 turns. Then places a nice massive shield on us. So that is going to be awesome as well. Each time an ally uses an ultimate, decrease the damage received by all allies by 3%. Again, amazing passive. So very happy, very happy with that pull. I think he is going to be an excellent addition to the team. So I think we'll sub out Brunhild and start building him in there. So let's see what else we can get from. Let's just pull these mortals first. We're not expecting too much from these. Most of them are going to be common and uncommon. It's another common by the looks of it. Nice Egyptian theme though. Do like the Egyptian characters. Oh, the same chap again. Little nymph. And what have we got here? Another uncommon fairy by the look of it. And last one for the mortals is going to be another druid, I think. We've seen him already there. There we go. So let's pull these 3 ancestrals, see what we get. I think that's a Lubu, is it? Yeah, so he's a rare. Looks like a brawler. And he's a chaos. See what we get from the next one. Oh, the same epic again. So we can either use her as a chicken or we can empower her if she seems good later on. And the final pull for today's session is going to be another epic. Ooh, she is new. Not quite sure who she is, so we'll have a look. So Zatabe, she's part of the Amatakayan faction, Chaos Disruptor. See what she does. So on a basic, she attacks one enemy with 50% chance to place charm for 2 turns. Not overly strong. Attack all enemies with a 80% chance to place hex for 2 turns. And hex allies receive 10% of damage inflicted to this area. Damage is halved by AoE. So again, not overly strong. And speed down on her ultimate. And a turn meter decrease. So all in all, to be honest, not great. Probably not going to use her, but there we go. That's kind of our first day. Well, our first few hours after we finally got in. We've made some good progress. We've completed all of Avalon. We just got 1 star to get on the boss, which requires us to do it under 20 turns. But we just didn't have the damage at the time. So now we do. We'll be able to hopefully get that one done. Then with Asgard, we got quite a few stars to pick up for doing it in under 20 turns, but that will come as we get our teams leveled up. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. Fortunately, I have to call it a night. Work beckons in the morning, but yeah, I will give you an update tomorrow once we've progressed a bit further. Let you know where we are. Take care, everyone, and have a good night.